It's good to see you guys this weekend. I've spent quite a bit of time this week talking to the media about our situation with Share Our Shoes, and I got to say, some of the media has been incredibly helpful and accurate, some not so, and some have definitely wanted to paint a picture that we as a church are out to get Share Our Shoes. One wanted to know, are we filing charges? Have we called the Attorney General? And we kept saying no, none of that, but yet on their website they put church at odds with charity. And even when I called them and I said, I don't think that reflects anything that we had to say, they said, we'll stand by our story. And I said, well, we'll stand by never giving you another interview. So that's just the way it is with the media. So after that, I asked my assistant, I said, can you get Jennifer on the phone? Jennifer is the CEO chairperson of Share Our Shoes. And I said, Jennifer, I want you to know we're not coming after you. As a congregation, we've forgiven anything that was done. But it gave us a chance to have a good conversation. And I said, would you just like to come and to share? Because she says, I'm sorry for all of this. And so she has written a statement. And I invited her here this weekend to share that statement. So Jennifer, if you would just read that and share it with us.
Thank you for having me. First of all, I'd like to share something with you that hangs on the walls of Share Our Shoes, and it's publicly been written and out there for the community and anyone that it could help. It's called Like an Old Pair of Shoes. Like an old pair of shoes, we all come with a story. Where they have been walked, what they have been through, and finally pushed aside because they no longer are in style, or they are so worn out that the owner feels they're no longer needed. Like an old pair of shoes, we all come with our stories. Sometimes if we've been defeated by the circumstances of life, it could be easy to just end up on the heap pile of uselessness. This is my story. My name is Jennifer Pierce, and I give away used shoes to people that need them. But before you decide that you appreciate me, or you don't, or what I'm doing, you need to hear my story. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous, can you tell?
It's okay.
If my shoes could talk, they would tell you a story of abuse, addiction, arrest, and atonement. At the age 13, I left my abusive home and took to the streets. During this time of survival, I hustled people, I stole from people, I hurt people, and became addicted to drugs. I have been arrested for numerous violations and have probably done things that you would shudder at the mere thought of. And through my recovery, and ultimately through my personal relationship with Jesus Christ, I have been called to a ministry that I could have never imagined. Perhaps I'm seeking to do some good with my life in the light of all the bad that I have observed and participated with. Maybe instead of remaining the victim of my environment, I've decided to be the victor in my environment and simply share shoes with people that need them. It does not bother me if you question my past or even my motives. All I ask is that you remember we're all like an old pair of shoes and we come with a story. Where I ended, God began. And He is the reason that regardless of our story, we are not useless. So whether you are thinking about donating shoes, time, or money, I encourage you to get involved with Share Our Shoes and see the power of meeting someone's needs one pair of shoes at a time. One thing I would like to say to Hope Community Church is, I think initially we never had a controversy. There was never any communication with us where Pastor Mike called and said, Jennifer, why aren't our shoes in Haiti? I actually was copying him on emails that were in Creole and then related to English, and from my knowledge the shoes were going out. So the email that you saw that said, yippee, the shoes are going, they were at the time, and that was what I was told, and I wanted to share that with Pastor Mike, and he shared that with you. They didn't go, but the only reason why is because there's people in Haiti with the container that they were going to go on, it would have held up food. And so shoes are important, but food is a necessity. So we did not get them on that shipment. There was 2 other shipments that they could have went on the next week and the next week. However, I've been very busy with the media. and forgot to copy Pastor Mike on everything that was going on. So when he was approached about it that the shoes didn't go, just like anybody, I'm sure I would have done the same thing. Like, they didn't go. I was told they went. And but they had all intentions of going, and they still will. So number one, I would like to let you know, I never neglected to get your wonderful gifts of shoes for Haiti. Matter of fact, I worked day and night with Customs and other nonprofits to try to help us to make this happen sooner. You had a very large donation of over 2,500 pounds of shoes. However, a container of shoes is about 30,000 pounds. So for me to have used your donations to order a container, a 40-foot long container, would not have been a smart decision for our nonprofit. The best way to get those shoes there was to partner with another organization. I think I heard you say on the news too, you're like, well, the only way we can get things done like this is to partner with other organizations. And I was like, yeah, because that's what we had to do too. And so Stop Hunger Now actually had a space that would have fit the exact amount of shoes that you guys donated onto that container. Therefore, we would have had the shipping donated, which is great if it's explained the correct way. So my job and my gift, and the reason why I share my story with you guys, is because I've taken what I learned on the streets through my addiction, and I've turned that over into good. And I've used my gift of gab on the phones to get things donated, like shipping. If I'm able to do that, I'm able to use the operational money that's donated for shipping or operational expenses. I'm able to use that money for better things. And in fact, the more I can get donated, the more shoes we can save and that we don't have to sell. It is a common practice among nonprofits. So to scrutinize every nonprofit around here for selling their goods would take away from everyone that is in need in this community. So it is easy to pick on me because of my past. And I think that's where this is all coming from. And I'm very sorry for the miscommunication that I have portrayed to Hope. It is due to a lot going on. I have a brand new baby that I take to work with me every day. So if I'm not in the middle of answering phone calls or trying to work out logistics, making a bottle or changing a diaper. Some of you that may have called the office may hear him while we're talking. So I definitely want you to just know me and who I am and what my intentions were and still are, to the point where if I have to take these shoes to Haiti myself, I will. I'm making arrangements. I won't give a deadline, just in case. But I do want to let you know that the shoes will not expire. They're not milk. And so they will get there. I thank you very much for your support. I thank you for having me. Thank you.
Jennifer, thank you for being with us. As we just sang, everybody needs compassion. Everybody needs forgiveness. We are not in a position to judge you because we can't see your heart. Only God can read your heart. But this is my prayer. My prayer is, first of all, we wish the best for Share Our Shoes because it's done some great things, and we hope that it can get its feet back under it and continue to do great things. My prayer is that whatever God is going to teach you and train you through this process, because we all find ourselves in situations where we need to learn so we can be more effective and more efficient for the kingdom. And I'm just going to pray that God will help you learn those lessons that's going to make you more effective in life. And then my third thing is, I hope that maybe one day, as we talked about last week, of seeking compromise and reconciliation, that there will be a day that we can partner with you again. And I know it wasn't easy for you to come up here this weekend and share this, but thank you just for sharing with your heart. Would you let her know how much we just appreciate it? Quickly say this. One of the things that did make me sad was she said she's got some rather angry emails from Hope people. And that would not reflect Hope Community Church. And so I would just remind you of something that Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 7. He said, "Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown